I found out the theme for tonight, and I was talking to my girlfriend, my better half, and she said, whatever you say, you have to mention me, or I'll be angry. So I am. She wanted to be here tonight, but she's a kindergarten teacher. We're both teachers, but she teaches kindergarten, which truly makes her the better half of this scenario. I was thinking about her, but we haven't been together that long. We've been together for about a year, and I'm saving some of those stories. I'm holding them back, letting them mature. I've been blessed to have a number of better halves in my life throughout time, and I was thinking about it, and I realized that we call them our better half because there's something in them that we admire, that we want to strive to be more like that person. And every person that I've been in a long relationship with, that was true, and they all looked at me and admired me for one thing above everything else, and that's the ability when the metaphorical or literal shit hits a fan to take a deep breath, say, well, shit, and to figure out a plan to move forward. So why? Why am I so good at that? It's because of my parents. My parents both had this ability and had fostered it over a lifetime together, and they both showed it off. But my mom did it a little bit better because she was the better half. The story that I want to tell you comes in the summer. Has to do with my birthday. I was born in the summer, which is the better half of the year. Sorry to all the Capricorns and Aquariuses out there, but it's true. And I was born on August 3rd, and I was the reason that my parents got their first air conditioner. It's also the reason why I always got an ice cream cake for my birthday. This year was unique because my father had been laid off from work and the money simply was not there. So it was August and my mother was baking a cake on one of the hottest days of the year, no air conditioning. She got the cake out of the oven, put it up on the table, and we went outside to try and cool down a little bit. So we're outside, we come back inside to discover that our dog got up on the table and ate half of one of the cakes. And my mother looked at it and took a deep breath, said, well, shit. Because she didn't have money to go and buy a cake. She didn't have time to bake another cake. She had to come up with a plan. She shooed me back outside. Now, every year we got to choose the themes for our birthday cakes, which was always a lot of fun. And that year I had chosen cowboys and Indians. I, of course, was a fan of the Indians because they are the better half of that scenario. But my mom had all these little cowboy and Indian toys, and she's trying to figure out what to do. And I came inside, and she said, go away. It's a surprise. So when I came time after dinner for the cake to come out, and she brought out that cake, this was before Cake Boss or any of these things. And in fairness, I was 5, but that was the best cake I'd ever seen. I was amazed because my mother had cut off the half that the dog had eaten and had put it on the top of the cake. And on that better half that was left over were the Indians with little teepees set up there. And there was a wagon coming up a road on the cliff from the part that had gotten cut off with the cowboys in it. And there was one Indian with a tomahawk literally leaping off of the cliff, trying to jump down on the wagon. I was gobsmacked. I was blown away by how my mother had turned this tragedy into the coolest cake that I had ever seen. So this is a big year for me. On August 3rd of this year, I'll be turning 50. And I know that, the over-the-hill midlife crisis, all of these things, but I personally am looking forward to hopefully another epic Cowboys and Indians cake this year. And I'm hoping that my current relationship will be the one that lasts 45, 50 years, however many years we have left. I'm looking forward to the rest of my life because I'm convinced it's going to be the better half.